Welcome back to Mosswick. Last time we established a roadhouse and gave some basic services to people on the outside of town. We're going to expand on that with an inn, and we're going to completely revamp our manor house from the ground up. Let's get started. Okay, so I want to expand on this little suburb area a bit with some more housing and some more services so that they can operate independently of town and not have to go all the way to the heart of town for everything they do. So for one, let's take a look at, check out any happiness issues we may have. So I'm not sure what he could not reach. We were seeing some happiness issues here with all citizens, so that's not great. I think it says events, but again, I'm still not totally sure what that events means. I don't know what 125 negative happiness from quote-unquote events is. So if anybody has any ideas on what those guys are asking for, please let me know in the comments and I will try to clean that up. But in the meantime, it looks like we're not filling out all of our housing yet, but I do want to set up space for a little more housing up onto this hill here. I think that'll be a nice place for some folks to live as we grow this out. And then I also realized that I did not set up hunting for these guys, so they're going probably all the way over here to hunt. So let's make this a little more efficient for those guys so that they don't have to go as far to hunt. That should produce quite a bit more meat if these guys don't have to walk as far to hunt. They can do that locally, so we'll get that going. And let's see, I think we can get rid of some of this forbidden area. Those paths seem to be pretty established. Although actually I might leave this one because if these guys start building houses, I don't want... I guess we could, well, we'll let that kind of deal with that as it comes, but I want to kind of keep this main path here. So actually we will keep this one. Okay, and now let's see what these guys might want out here. So they've got a village market. I don't know that we need a granary yet. We've got hunting, forester's camp, sawmill. So I don't know that we need any of that stuff. Food-wise, that's kind of all good too. So in order to provide these guys, they're going to need stuff from the market. So we've got berries and meat. And if we look up at the resources we have, we're still a little bit low on meat, although that was pretty high a minute ago. Beer is a little low, but all the basics, berries are way up there now. Fish. So maybe we do actually need a granary. So I take that back. Let's give ourselves a granary out here to go with this little market. And that way, when we expand on this market, stuff can travel out here. Stuff like fish and some of the bread. I guess the bread can come, but it'd be easier if it gets stored here. So let's actually adjust this market a little bit and just kind of take up more of the space that we actually have for it, because we're going to want, this is going to become more of than just two stalls here. So let's make room for those, and then we will add a couple more. I guess we need the stall first before the canopy. And this guy a little closer to the road, a little more central there. And we'll do one more food stand And that should be plenty for the people out here. Okay, so we'll get the granary built. Let's speed time up a little bit. We'll get the granary built. We'll get these stands built. And I guess if we're going to be expanding on stuff, we might need to step up overall production, and that can just get stored out here. So fish will be one of the things. So maybe so let's start now with one more fishing hut. And making sure that it is on the right side of our forbidden area. It is. And we've got some space for some more fishermen to make housing here, so that'll get going. And then we can add a few more folks to town because we will need them for jobs here in a minute. And I do think bread is going to need to expand a bit, so, or wheat at least. So let's see, do we want to just make a whole new farm out here? That probably wouldn't be the worst idea. We are getting a little tight for space in our farm area, so we can get more housing here. And I'm just trying to think. We'll get housing up in this. So yeah, we'll go with a farm. We'll try a new wheat farm up on this hill here. Let's see, I'm going to try and get this in a place that makes the most sense. I know wheat farming probably happens more on flat ground, but I think it'll look kind of neat to have it up in a more dynamic area. Although we could, let's see, it's kind of flat back in here, but I think we'll leave that for now. How flat? See, we're running out of flat ground here too. Although we could, this is all flat. So actually, let's do that. Let's just keep where we keep this, expanding this farming area, and then that will cut into some of our hunting though. Although there's also hunting up in there, so can't really designate too much hunting ground. Was that the edge of the map? Oh, it is. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah, we'll just make all of this hunting for now, and then including that. And then I think we can fit in some farming in here, some wheat farms. So let's clear out just a little area. We can even actually leave this house where we'll move it a little bit, but we can keep it on kind of this side of things. But we are going to need to remove a lot of these resources over here. So we'll go ahead and get that going. And our stalls are up. Oh, I think I built the wrong kind of stall. So we'll hire somebody, and we'll start with fish here. And yeah, I did build the wrong kind of stall actually, but that might actually be okay because these people, let's see, let's check. What do I forget exactly what serfs need as opposed to other types of people. So these are all upgrades to people while we're at it. Because we do have some new jobs from this area out here. I think the butcher and the people that work at the inn and the tavern can grow up. So if we take a look at this lady who is a serf, she needs water, rustic food, housing, refined food, and services. So that really is all she needs. So they don't need clothes. The refined food would be meat. Rustic food would be berries and fish, which we have. We have meat for them. So they actually don't need anything out there. I want to keep getting our fisher going here. I do want to keep this suburb fairly simple. I'm not trying to start a whole other town here. So really, other than food, so we actually will get rid of this, I think, for now. And we'll get them fish there. Eventually that'll come in. We'll store some of it here. But I don't want this to get too out of hand. I don't want a whole new city here. So we don't need too much going on out here. So maybe I was a little over ambitious with what this area will turn into. So while they're clearing out some of these trees, let's go take a look at our manor house. So this is providing all the function really that we need it to. I do want to expand on our treasury a bit because we're making plenty of money and we'll probably need a lot more of it for some other things we'll be building here in a bit. We do need to get into the castle and all the army tree, which I've never even looked at, so that'll be a whole new adventure. So I'm going to start just expanding this and more than anything, just kind of making it look like less of an afterthought, because it's sitting up here, but it's feeling a little random, I think, and I just want to kind of get it feeling a little tighter and a little more thought out. These houses are getting there, but I think we've got enough people who can live there for work. But yeah, let's just build this out into more of a complex. Okay, so I think that's already feeling obviously a lot more robust than what we had before, a few scattered buildings. This is going to take all kinds of resources, I'm sure. And the town is probably going to freak out now that I've deleted some of that stuff. We don't have a manor house, we don't have a bailiff, we don't have a tax agent and all that stuff. So I'm only letting the simulation run to try to build up some more. Looks like we have wood, we got quite a bit of planks and a bunch of stone. I did delete a bunch of that stuff, so that's probably where that's coming from. So that's actually going to pause it again because I think we're good. But overall, I think this is feeling great. We've got all the elements we need. We got a little space for some housing. I think, which one is this? This is our bailiff office. That's looking a little not nearly as robust as everything else. So it's also just kind of out in the middle there, which that part is fine, but it's feeling a little lonely here. So let's move it up just a little bit. We're gonna get rid of that guy. Where'd our chimney go? Keep that back. Oh, is this is the bailiff office? Does that have to be within? I don't think it does. Although it is acting like, I don't think it does. I think that's just for the tax office. And that guy's a little big. I do just want to add something else that feels... Actually, we might just make it... Let's do that. Let's make it this one. I think... Is that the one I just took? No, this one. I forget you can change the color of the roof of these. I've never done that at all. Oh, wow. I think we'll leave it, but I totally forgot you can even do that. So we'll get this guy. I mean, that already feels like more of a intentional building. Don't want it sticking through the wall though, just right up against it. There we go. And we'll get our chimney in and our door, and then we can get a... Oh, maybe we can do one of these. Those are kind of neat. Can't really control the height of those. Those just kind of go where they go, I guess. That's a little strange. So if we make this a little taller, that's just where that goes, huh? I wonder if it'll look cool hanging over. Is that weird? I mean, that's different at least. It's got something to it. I wonder then if we can, let's see. It's probably too low to stick that underneath. Although, can we bring this down? No. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It does just feel a little... Yeah, I like the idea of it, but it just feels a little tacked on. Instead, let's see if we can take kind of a larger... I would say that I am officially overthinking this, but that's okay. There, that feels a little more like at least a larger house, so that this bailiff office isn't just one little building sitting off in a corner here. And I always forget just to build this stuff up just for the sake of it, not because it all has to be super functional. I think that's why I stuck with this whole manor house looking pretty underwhelming for so long, just because I didn't need it to be any bigger to be functional, but it might as well be. Okay, that feels better. It might as well be functional or be bigger than it needs to be, just for the sake of, you know, building out something cool here. I do like these balconies. I like that you can decide where they go. I don't know why. Too far. Oh, clicked on the wrong building there. There we go. All right. I think that's feeling much more like a real thing. Let's. God, how much is this all going to cost? Does it tell me that everything, or is that just for the Great Hall? That's just for the Great Hall, so that's going to be almost all of our wood. How are we doing with stones? Pretty good. I mean, we're going to have to do it, so let's just do it. And we'll let this build for a few and see how that goes. So we got a little bit built. I like that they started with... oh, there we go. I was going to say, I like that they started with this thing just floating in the air. We can also get... I mean, we might as well just get a lot of this stuff lined up to be built. There's no reason to wait. Oh, what does that not have? Treasury is missing. Oh, that treasury needs fortification, obviously. Got the wall. And okay, so this, I forgot that this guy needs fortification. So that's fine. We can just add. I liked kind of having these towers at the corners here. So we'll just throw one of those up, although that one feels a little weird. Kind of like these all stone ones. My stonemason probably doesn't love that I like using them so much, but... And then I wonder if we just... see if we can connect them like that. We'll add a door too, but I kind of like having these little hallway areas. And we can stick a door. Let's see, just rotate this guy a little bit. And throw a door on him like that. There we go. We got all that built. We got quite the construction job going on here. Oh, and also get that wall in as well. All right, well we got a wall up. I guess that gets built pretty easy. It seems like. Missing something. I think that's just because they're not built yet, but we have them planned out. So, all right, the priorities are very interesting with these contractors. Let's start on the second floor balcony. All right, so while that goes, let's see. I guess all of our builders are probably busy now. We haven't really. Did we get this built at least? Where is our... Oh, there it is. It has not been... Oh. No, it has not been built. Oh, I got paused because that's my fault. And all right, our granary is up. So we got a lot of people now because a bunch of people are out of jobs from our manor, but they will be reassigned soon. So for here, I think we wanted berries and fish and I guess meat might as well. And we'll stick with that for now. We'll build any more homes out here? Not really. There's no real need for it. I know we added an inn here, but I think what we might do is build a separate inn. Just to... It feels like it kind of should be its own thing anyway. And it'll kind of give us another roadside building here, which I think will look nice out in this area. And that one only holds 2 people anyway, so I think we can probably go for a few more, get a few more folks to be able to stay here, because lodging of 2 is probably not getting it done for the amount of traffic that this road gets. So something like that is looking decent. Never really used this thatch door, and that one's nice. Did we do we did a brewery, a tavern, service counter, and inn. So we didn't do a kitchen. So I think we can add Isn't that is that not a thing? Brewery, tavern, kitchen. Yeah, so the inn can have a kitchen, which I think makes sense. So we'll do another. No, actually, let's do another one of these guys. And get that to. Is that snap? That doesn't look quite square there. Usually these things. Oh boy. Oh well, that's just go skyscraper central out here in the suburbs. God, I bet you really could build the way how high they let you go. You really could build kind of a skyscraper downtown with some of this stuff. I wonder if that would look kind of cool or just seem completely ridiculous. Okay, so tavern, kitchen, that's got all the things. That's got all the things. The kitchen, I thought the kitchen would need a chimney, but even if it doesn't, we will give it one because it feels like it should probably have that. And I think we'll go ahead and give these guys a little bit of detail. Boy, we're going to be really out of resources after this. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, there's a lot of these little detailed stuff I just have not used, and I don't know. I think you end up focusing so much on getting a lot of the stuff built efficiently and maintaining your, getting your systems going that you forget that there's actually a lot of, which is kind of the whole point of this creative build that has turned into, mostly just kind of gave me a fast start, I feel like. What is that guy doing? Is that just, okay, that's left over from before. Oh no, someone's trying to build a home there. Well, that's not going to work out because we're going to build this. So we are trying to get new homes, but not right there. And we'll build that as well. So let's see. People are generally very happy, except for all these people. I think these are the people that got displaced by me destroying the existing manor house. So they will all have job back soon enough. I wonder if they'll just get back to their jobs or if I'll have to reassign them. We'll find out. But I'm going to let some of this stuff build, and then we'll check in with it when we've made a little more progress. All right, so we're just about done with this construction project here. Let's see how much it actually. We're actually not doing so bad on resources. I guess it took long enough that we were able to kind of counteract everything that we just spent. But I mean, that I thought we'd be a lot more drained than we are here. But that's not quite done, but looking pretty good. So let's get a bailiff back. 21 bonus from trade. Yes, please. And it looks like it did cost a bit, but it looks like our treasury is about twice as big. Man. So we can still expand on this a bit because that's only not nearly as much as I thought it would be. But that's okay. And we can, so these guys did get reassigned. Okay, so everybody that had a job went back to the job that they already had, so that's great. Looks like these houses got downgraded because some stuff was, they didn't have the fortification they need. Oh, they still don't have the fortification, so let's get that back up, and even if that's just in the form of another tower. Let's see here. I like just having these towers kind of built in just to the side, just kind of makes sense. We can even give it a little base. But I think this is, like I said, I think this is really feeling, actually don't really like this tower. I keep choosing it and then not liking it. Get this thicker boy in here. Sure. And a door. I don't really. Let's get that to the side there. And move our door. Come on. There we go. And build that. So that'll get this fortification back up, and then we can get these houses back up to where they were. And then I kind of was going to reserve a lot of this area for housing in here. I was also thinking of maybe getting a little vegetable garden up in here, get some monks working up here just to fill in some of the space. I don't know how that quite works, but I think that stuff can all be done outside of the monastery. I don't know that doesn't have like a boundary or anything. So I think going forward, like for the next town that we do here, I want to really focus on not worrying so much about having everything kind of where quote unquote they feel like they're supposed to go. I think there's a lot more room for flexibility than I was kind of given. Not that I wasn't giving the game credit for it. I was still learning, so I didn't quite understand that. I think mixing and matching a lot of stuff can work out pretty well. Like I think a lot of the stuff, that's in here, like the vineyards. I mean, vineyards could be, up here on rolling hills and stuff. I think that would be pretty sweet. And, having a vegetable garden, I don't know, like a little community garden in town could be cool. So I think not really just kind of keeping the things within the walls that, of the categories that they kind of came with, even breaking out some of these things. But I think that's looking like a whole new kind of place. I think I did like the little stone fence we had here before. So I think we'll maybe get that back in. That was kind of a nice, just little, especially with these little rows here. So that was looking good. I was thinking about running a stone wall up this path, but I think for the moment, I might still do that, but for the moment, I think we're just gonna get a kind of a little stone wall. Is that the right one? No, I don't want the village fence. I want or city fence, elegant fence, yeah. Or stone fence, yeah, elegant fence. So we'll get just kind of a little. If we want to do like one of these guys. No, I think we'll just do this just to kind of separate town from where the property line of, this big manor is. I think is nice. So we'll get that going. And I'm sure by now I bet some of this stuff that's been cleared out, and they were probably missing some resources and mostly some workers. I also prioritized the other build, so now we can prioritize that. They just need some more tools and some more stone and quite a bit of that, which I think we have all of, so that should be together soon. We do have a few more houses in here. And then did this still get built? Not yet. Nope. Okay. And then it is prioritized, but yeah, I think our workers have been pretty busy with other stuff. They really love starting on these elements that don't have all the aspects that they need quite yet, but that's all right. let that finish, and I think there's still some detailed stuff to build around that. Oh, I do actually like this road here. That's working out nicely. All right, so that's still being built. That was actually not as flat as I thought it was up here. Where did we clear this stuff out? Because I think I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to change my mind here, and we're going to get, we'll let this area be our additional farming area. I definitely just put that in the wrong place. And then we do have this forester over here, and we'll get him to fill these trees back in. So that was just, and might as well just fill all that in. That was just a miscalculation on my part. So that'll happen. And yeah, that fence up is looking nice. And then let's get some detailed stuff in here. I think there's a lot of decoration we can get going just to fill this out so that it really is feeling final. I think getting some of these, yeah, getting some of these lanterns up will be great. Interesting that they're on kind of on, that one's in the front and this one's on the side. Kind of want that one on the front too. Or does it matter now? Can you actually move these? Nope. So that's weird, but I guess it is what it is. All right, I'm going to go through and we'll add some detail to this stuff, and then I think we'll call it a day and wrap this up, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.